So Thanksgiving is over, and the Patriots have little to be thankful for here in 2020. 4-6 after a tough loss at Houston. The only course of action is, of course, right the ship here against Arizona at home. They don't know the Cardinals very well. They only see them once every 4 years, but they're getting probably the best version of the Cardinals in the last 4 years. What do they need to do defensively to slow Kyler Murray and company?
Well, they've definitely had their practice against dual threat mobile quarterbacks, and basically it's going to come down to them eliminating big plays. They did not do that against Deshaun Watson. They haven't done it against other quarterbacks, but Watson picked them apart, and we're not talking about little 5-10 yard passes. We're talking 20 yards and beyond gains. So the Patriots just have to do a better job, whether it's getting a better pass rush or basically containing these mobile quarterbacks so they don't make these big plays.
No doubt about it. Watson had 7 passes that traveled at least 20 yards downfield. The Patriots allowed the 5th most of those passes this year. Explosive plays, which you hear about week in and week out, but especially on Sundays when the Patriots are on defense. Now, on offense, I think Cam Newton has proved over the last 4 weeks, just 1 turnover, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns now passing, including first to a wide receiver. He deserves to have a little bit more run in the offense. He needs to have more command. They've successfully rehabbed him, I think, keeping very conservative game plans, simple passing attack, but they need to spread it out because he's proven now against Houston, Seattle, and even the Jets, who of course don't have the greatest pass defenses, that he can carry the offense in the 4th quarter. I think if you take that same aggression here against Arizona, that'll help you build a lead and kind of open things up to run the ball, because every defense knows the Patriots need and want to run the ball. But if you start open with more 3 receiver packages or 2 halfbacks where Cam can control and get the ball out quickly and mix in some deep shots to Demir Bird or Jacoby Myers, that's when the offense is at its best, is kind of more of a balance. So I think you've got to start a little bit more aggressively with Cam Newton dropping back and passing.
That'll also make them less predictable. And I think the Texans were sitting there waiting for those screen passes or the short, quick passes that basically Josh McDaniels is only letting Cam do early in games. So if you change it up a little bit and aren't so predictable, I mean, I think Cam throws the 15 to 20 yard ball very well, actually. I think he's not as good throwing the shorter passes. He's not as accurate. He has brought the team back in games. They haven't won, but I agree. Let him loose a little bit earlier. It won't be as predictable to the defense.
All right, they get out of here with a win?
Oh, boy. You know what? I've been down on the Patriots. I'm sensing, and I don't know what the weather is, but I'm going to predict an upset. I'm going to go 24-20 Patriots.
All right.
Upset.
I like where your head's at. I think it'll be a little bit more high scoring, but the Cardinals come out with a win because, Deshaun Watson played otherworldly in the first half, right? Like there was nothing that they could do there to stop him, and they come back in the second half. I think Kyler Murray's going to have more of a balanced game and probably play better in the second half and pull away with this one, something like 30-24 Cardinals. But, we've expected close games the last couple of weeks. It's exactly what they've gotten. 1 win, 1 loss. The Patriots hoping to get back in the win column here against the Cardinals, 1 p.m. on Sunday.